Hello, I'm Sally from Natural Spa Supplies, and today we're making a video on how to clean these amphora which you've been using to purify your tap water. And of course we're using all of the natural products that we sell on our website naturalspasupplies.co.uk. Looking after an amphora is really easy. Just from time to time you need to give it a clean and you need to give it a sun bath. You never need to clean the inside of the amphora, you just rinse that out. All you'll need to clean is the outside of the amphora and the cork. Almost as soon as you start using the amphora, you'll see accumulations forming on the outside. And also, because you're keeping the amphora in a bowl to catch any water runoff, the base of the amphora is kind of always damp, and that will need regular cleaning as well. We're going to use soapnuts as a detergent, and that will lift any kind of oils and grime and dust and general dirt, etc. And then we're going to use some citric acid, and that will help remove the deposits from the outside of the pot. And if you haven't used soapnuts before, it's a water-based soap created by a tree. It's actually based on a tree fruit, and you just add water to them and let them soak for a bit, and then it gives you a lovely foamy detergent. Please don't use regular cleaners or regular washing up liquid, or even Ecover washing up liquid or bio or anything like that, because they contain oil in the ingredient, and that can affect the porosity of the pots. We also don't use regular cleaners because they contain lots of chemicals which are toxic, and there's no need for them. So then it's just a question of applying the detergent and the citric acid mixture with the scrubby, which is so well suited to the job. Yeah. The pot almost looks like brand new already, but actually as it dries in the sun, you will see some of the deposits returning, and it's absolutely fine. The pot will function fine, and it will look all the more interesting for it. These corks are going to need a clean too. So first of all, clean them in the same way that you're cleaning the amphora with a scrubby, soapnuts, citric acid. Give them a rinse, and then put them into a vegetable steamer, and you can steam them for 3 to 5 minutes. Remove them from the steamer, let them dry, and then they're ready to use as well. I've also got this amphora which has been badly neglected, and not only does it have lime scale and other deposits on it, it's also got some mildew on it, and I'm keen to get rid of that. So I'm going to see how far we get with the citric acid and the soapnut mixture, and if we need a little bit more assistance, I'll give you a hint then. I am going to let this detergent soak on here for a little bit and repeat on this one, because it looks like there's a fair bit of work to do. As you know, to get the best out of any soap, you give it time to work, you give it moisture, you give it warmth and agitation. So that, of course, that's where the scrubby comes in. So this amphora is looking slightly better, but there's so much scale on here. I'm going to use some neat soapnut liquid and some neat citric acid. Well, this is quite effective. The mildew has almost vanished, so I could sort of repeat again. But what I sometimes recommend to customers is to actually use sandpaper to remove it, which you do once the pot is dry, or you can use wet and dry paper if the pot's still wet. I didn't bring any sandpaper with me, but I think I've either got the next best thing or I've just invented something better, and that's some clean sand and a scrubby. If your amphora has developed some spots of mildew, it's trying to tell you something. Move it into an area location or a drier location, or clean it more frequently. I think that's almost sorted it. It's completely fixed. As with any detergent, never tip it directly into a water body or water course. With the soap nuts, it is biodegradable, so we're going to just tip it into the soil and it will quickly be broken down. So I'm going to give the pot its sun bath now, and the sun is there. I'll face the pot to it, leave it with the lid off, and as the sun moves across the sky, I'll turn the pot again so the other side of the pot is facing the sun, so that the sun can clean and heat and expand all of the body of the clay, and the air can get inside, and this massively freshens up the amphoras. And I recommend that you definitely do it when you've got this beautiful bright sunshine. When you take your amphora outside, don't please put it directly on the soil or the grass. It could pick up malodors. Always put it on a little saucer or a piece of wood, or its bowl or something. Thank you for watching our video on how to clean the amphora. I hope you found it useful. There's much more information about the amphoras and the different types, and even the different colours that we have on our website, and that's on the link below. And I'll see you again next time.